This video is two different camps, two different deer hunts. The my second camp, the first afternoon that I was there, I got sick that night, and the next morning I felt really bad. Couldn't hardly talk. But I went hunting that day at noon. I saw 3 deer. One of them was a big old doe, but she had 2 little spotted fawns with her, so I didn't shoot her. But went back to the camp, and it just went downhill from there. I got pretty sick, and so for the next 2 next 2.5 days, I was in bed in this camp, sick. I felt too bad to pack up and come home. But on that last day, I finally just had to get out and throw everything in the camper and hook to the truck and come home and go back to bed. I was sick, and everybody here at this house got sick. So it was a pretty rough go of it. But anyway, I couldn't even make a farewell video of that last camp. Today is Monday, the October 16th. A couple of days ago, Saturday, October 14th, bow season opened here in South Mississippi. It's about 4:30 in the afternoon. Wind's been blowing hard all day. Should die down up toward dark. Probably see some deer this afternoon. I'm camped down here. I'm going to be here for 2 or 3 days. Hopefully get a deer, maybe even 2. It's about 15 minutes after I made this opening video, and I've already shot a deer. I'm gonna climb down and go get it in just a minute. This is my second day here camping. I deer hunted all day. I saw a deer this morning twice, but I think it was a small deer. It never did come real close, but it was still kind of red looking, and usually this time of the year, if those deer are still red, it's a young deer. It's just probably lost its spots, and it still hadn't changed into its gray winter coat. But yesterday afternoon, I shot a doe at 4:30, and I shot the deer, and she ran to my right, and there was this loud crash, and I was certain the deer was over there dead. I went down there to where she was standing under an oak tree when I shot. I found my arrow down there, covered in blood. But I looked where she was standing. I didn't see any hair at all and no blood. And I was going, that don't look right. So I waited a few minutes, and I eased over there to where she run in the cutover. Grown-up cutover. It's about 10 years old, so it's thick, briars, all kinds of stuff in there. And I couldn't find any sign. I couldn't find any blood. I thought I was going to find the deer right there, but nope. I searched and I searched and I searched. And it was a good 30 minutes before I ever found blood, and it was a good bit of it. Followed that blood on out in the cutover, and I could tell where the deer stopped a couple of times and just bled. And then one final time, it looked like it had stopped and stood there and bled. And when it walked off from there, it was just a drip here, a drip there, and then I lost it completely. I looked all the way till dark, never did find it. I went back in there this morning, and I still didn't find it. So I don't know what happened. My arrow went in the ground pretty deep, and the broadhead stuck into a root, one of those oak roots down in the ground, and I couldn't pull it out, so I just unscrewed the shaft off. And I was using Rage broadheads, and I think that that broadhead did not deploy when I hit that deer. Because I shot my bow again today at my target and I'm dead on. I think that one little wound went through that deer. That was the reason for no hair there. Because there wasn't nothing to cut a bunch of hair coming out the other side. So I think that's what happened. And I've heard tell and read about rages not deploying when they hit something. So I don't know if that's what happened. But anyway, I didn't recover that deer and I'm really depressed about that because I hate wounding an animal and not recovering it. But anyway, I'll be here again tomorrow, maybe even into Thursday. So far, I hunted this afternoon. I didn't see anything. That's the first hunt that I've had down here that I didn't see a deer. But anyway, I'll try again in the morning. It's been really dry here for a couple of months, maybe longer than that. We've had, I don't know, about 2.5 inches of rain in the last 3-4 weeks, and that's it. So we're still under a burn ban here. So I can't build a fire. I'd love to have a fire. It's in the 40s. It's pretty chilly. I brought my little wood-burning stove. I can burn a fire in here. And I got my grill going, so I'm warm. And in the camper, I got plenty of cover. It's not really cold in there. When I get up in the mornings, I got a Buddy propane heater. I just turn that dude on and get on and take some dude showers, the big wipes, and clean myself up real good and get ready and heat some water on the propane stove over there for coffee. I'm ready to go then. But yeah, the little stove's running good, putting off a lot of heat. Got to stay close to it. Now, if I had it in that camper over there, it'd run you out of there, but I hadn't got it rigged up for that yet. But I'm about to put some country-style ribs on that grill right there, and that's what I'm going to have for supper with some potatoes. I'm about ready too. I'm hungry. I put a piece of oak on top of those coals to get some smoke going. Then I put my pork on top of that to sear it. And once I got it seared like I wanted it, I put it in this pan with some Worcestershire and some Italian dressing and some Tony Chachere's, and I got some potatoes in there on there cooking. It should make it tender, so we'll see in a few minutes. That don't look too bad right there. Some coyotes come out screaming. They were very close. They weren't 30 yards from me. That was one of those coyotes right there. come right in beside me. I hunted this morning. I saw 6 deer. And the deer moved from daylight all the way up to about 11 o'clock. Just every now and then there'd be another one or a couple more. None ever got within range to shoot. But it was enjoyable seeing them. I enjoyed it. This afternoon I hunted. I didn't see any deer. But about 5 o'clock, well, I'm sitting on the side. I'm sitting right next to about an 8-year-old cutover. It's grown up really thick. And about 40 or 50 yards right back here, at about 5 o'clock, coyotes came out and started just raising Cain, barking and hollering and doing all the noise they do. And then they shut up. I tried to get a little video of them. I got a little bit of it, but right before they quit screaming and all. And in a few minutes, one came in right here, right beside me. And I tried to get my GoPro around to video it, and it ran off. And I think, but about dark, 3 coons came through. So it was a neat day. I saw a lot of wildlife, and I enjoyed it. Beautiful day. It was about 40 degrees this morning. It warmed up pretty good this afternoon, but toward dark it got cool again. And yeah, I've had a good trip. Now, this past Saturday was the opening day of bow season. Saturday morning and Monday afternoon, yesterday morning and afternoon, and today, this morning and afternoon, I've seen 12 deer. So I've seen a lot of deer, and I have enjoyed it. Seeing deer and not shooting them is better than not seeing anything. So anyway, I've had a good trip so far. Tomorrow, I'm going to hunt in the morning, probably go home around noon. But I've had a good trip. I just got back from the morning hunt. Saw 2 deer this morning. One of them got close enough to shoot, but it looked like one of this year's deer, kind of a small thing. So as much as I want some deer meat, I'll let it walk. Saw another one across the hollow on the hill over there. It fed away from me. It never got within range. But anyway, I've had a good week. I saw 14 deer this week. So and of course I shot one on Monday afternoon. Just couldn't recover it. But it was a good week. I enjoyed it. But it's about time to pack this up and go home. And I'm back in the deer woods again. It's been 2 weeks since I've been here. Last time I was here, I saw several deer. Shot one, couldn't find it. And that was on the new moon. And I much prefer hunting the new moon than I do the full moon. And the full moon was 2 or 3 days ago. So I don't know how this is going to go. The wind's out of the north and the east, and the rest of the time I'm going to be here, which is 2 or 3 more days, it's just an east wind. So I don't know how this one is going to turn out. But anyway, I'm going to give it a shot. This morning it was 33, 34 degrees. In the morning it's going to be about 30 or 29 degrees. So heck of a difference in temperature in 2 weeks. I'm going to hunt here the next couple of days. Next week I got another job to tend to. And after that it's going to be getting close to time to go into the Mississippi River over there and hunt in that area. So anyway, I'll see how the next couple of days goes. Hopefully I'll have some meat for the freezer before I leave from here. Well, this deer season's starting out about like the one last year did. Every time I went hunting, something happened. And my first trip down here went pretty well, except that I shot a deer that I didn't recover. Now this trip, I got here yesterday feeling just fine. Went hunting yesterday afternoon, and as the evening wore on, I could feel something happening in my chest. And now something has got me down this morning. It's about 8 o'clock in the morning. I just now got out of bed. So, probably missed a good morning. It's about 30 degrees. It's still pretty cold out there. But I don't really feel terrible. But listen to me. Listen at this. I don't know. I don't know. I have to see how the day goes. If I get progressively worse during the day, I'll have to just go back home, I guess. I'm in here, got my little propane heater going. I'm nice and comfortable. So anyway, we'll see how the day goes. Well, I got dressed and went and hunted for a couple of hours. The feeding time charts said that there was going to be a minor feeding time around 11 to 12. So I went to this particular place, some oak trees, dropping some acorns. And 11:15, two little small deer came in, and I put the scope on them, and I could see they still barely had spots. And about 3 or 4 minutes later, their mom came. And I could have shot her, but I wasn't going to shoot that doe. With those little ones, they still need milk. You know, they're still young, so they still need some milk from her. So anyway, I just watched them for a little bit. I enjoyed that anyway. But right now, I'm starting to feel pretty bad. So I believe I'm going to eat a sandwich and get in the camper and lay down for a little bit.